Monkey.
Monkey.
Alright, anything here? Yes! Alright, so one has been produced. It's something. None have been produced by the
Yep.
ones that existed longer. However, one has been produced by the one that is below top level of the temple.
Alright.
So that proves that the generation is required to be not the little decoration on top of the temple, but the level directly below that. Like the actual first solid piece of floor. So it has to be there or lower.
Wait, didn't that work on that side? Is there a skeleton standing in there? Yes, there's a skeleton standing inside the door mechanism.
Because assholes, that's why.
But skeletons don't have assholes.
There might just be one giant asshole when you get down to it. Alright, so...
Right, anyway.
So, I have proven a thing!
Do you know what?
Yes, I actually do know what I proved.
What?
That, to spawn the Guardians, they have to spawn in any block of water below the top level of the first block of the temple. So, not the, like I said, not the decoration on top, but if you're standing on the top flat floor thing, they have to be at the level of that or lower.
Okay, can you give me that in like a height number?
Yes, I can. They have to be below a number. 56 or lower. Because that is the top level of the temple. And regardless of what the wiki says, that seems to be entirely the case.
Based on first-hand observation.
Yes. Because I can only base what I am seeing, or what I think on what I am seeing. So. And yes, my first-hand observation is that it requires to be below a certain level because I've yet to see a single one of these fuckers on top of this. And that is important, you know. That's how, you know, the scientific process works. An idiot builds a machine to try and make fish spawn in it.
Wait.
And then when he doesn't, he assumes that it has something to do with altitude.
Okay, that's not right. Why is that different? Why
Actually,
is
like
that different?
Actually, like, the majority of what we know about, like, genetics and the way genetics behave was actually recorded by, I think it was a Franciscan monk. Like, in the 1400s, because he was observing what happened when you crossbred plants. And he had, like, literally just decades to sit there and do nothing but breed different plants together and see what happened.
And being a monk, he enjoyed tedium.
Yes. And I respect people that are willing to devote, you know, their entire... Well, I was going to say youth, but, you know, he's a monk, so... He never really had a youth, he was just always old. No, I can't remember his name, but yeah, the majority of what a lot of is known about genetics, or at least recessive and dominant traits in, or how they work. He might not have been a Franciscan monk. I think they're the boring ones, I can't remember.
They're monks.
Well, there's different types, and there's actually ones, who actually ran, the school that my friend Eric went to, and my friend Kevin, that could, in fact, be very, very cool. Others, you know, tend to be very boring. I think those are the Franciscan monks, and they're the cool ones.
Something is very wrong with this.
But, like, my friend Eric sat around playing guitar a lot of the time when he should have been doing schoolwork. And one day his, like, this monk was, like, hey, come to the chapel after class is done. I want to talk to you about something. And he said he was worried because at the time he was like 16 or 18 or getting ready to graduate.
Okay.
Which, meant that at the time it was not actually considered child molestation if one of them tried to touch you. So they, that was a constant worry. Like, his mother used to tell him, because his mother told him every time he left the house, every day until he was 18, watch out for pedophiles.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the monk invites him, or gets him into the chapel and is like, listen to this guitar riff I've been working on, or I've been practicing. I was like, what? And he had, like, the guitar hooked up to the PA system for the whole fucking chapel. And he played some Ozzy Osbourne. I was just like, what the hell did I just walk into? I have no idea what just happened, but this went better than expected.
Okay, this works.
Alright, so this works too.
Now I have to make sure the whole thing is sealed up so I can open up the waterway around it and actually finish it.
There's one single fish here.
Well, it's better than nothing.
I mean, I know how to make this work now.
Mm-hmm. Important step.
It's gonna have to involve maybe not punching a hole in the back of the temple. I could use glass, make a little stepped waterway to carry fish. It won't be able to hurt them, really, so we'd have to come up with an effective way to murder fish.
Oh, right, because there's not enough room for a drop system.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
okay, that's gotta go.
But it's a start, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I can improve it by adding a back wall.
Or perhaps ducks.
Ducks would work. One of those, old things. There's a YouTuber who's very famous and I occasionally watch because he's a funny and friendly guy, I suppose is the best way to put it. Sly Fox Sound.
Okay.
And, he is hyperactive, and I'm not always in the mood for hyperactive and a bit loud, but occasionally it's fun.
Okay.
And, he, in the early days of Minecraft, Gods of Darkness, the potion wore off.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Would essentially sing a song anytime he would see a duck or chicken. He called it duck.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see a duck, you gotta hit it with a shovel. And just beat the shit out of the duck with a shovel. And it was, cute and amusing or whatever. And then apparently one of his fans broke into a chicken coop and beat like 20 or 30 chickens to death with a shovel. It's like, yeah, there's always that one asshole.
Yep. Don't be that one asshole.
No, don't. So, yeah.
Because I happen to like ducks and chickens, and if you be that one asshole, I'll find you.
I don't like ducks. I've met too many ducks to like them, much like goats.
Mm.
Ducks are assholes. They might not... I think if you probably raised them as pets, they wouldn't be. Or at least as much of an asshole.
Maybe.
But the ducks I've met in the wild have all been assholes.
Geese aren't very nice either.
No, fuck geese. Seriously, I hate geese. Geese are just bastards. I've met a lot of geese. I've been attacked by a lot of geese walking, without interacting with them in any way, shape, or form, but I'm within, like, a mile and a half of what they consider their territory.
Yeah.
So, they're like, I've got to kill him.
Pretty much.
Of course, I have also punched geese. Because if something starts attacking my face, or at least flapping into my face, I flip my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I am startled, as I feel anyone would do if suddenly they had a goose in their face. I'll not purposefully attack an animal, and if I am actually in its territory, I will not do that, because I'm in its territory. I'm the invader.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's my own damn fault. I might make an exception if it was like a bear and it was my only option to live.
Right.
But no, if it's a fucking goose, they have... birds have no brains.
Bird brains.
Yes, well, okay. Parrots and parakeets, I take that back. They're actually very smart, and I have met very few normal people who have pet birds. I mean, I'm sure they exist, but I once had a vet tell me that you will never meet a perfectly normal, well-adjusted person with a pet bird. I mean, I'm sure they exist, and I'm sure it's perfectly possible. It just has not been my experience. Oh, that actually works just about perfectly. Fly, fucker. Actually, that does work very well. We're going to have to build a wall.
Well, that's what I'm working on, too.
So I accidentally built it so it's just the perfect distance, and it'll drop them right over an edge without needing any special type of penis enhancement. Alright. I should probably extend the wall since that actually... But yeah, I mean, I've never gotten along with any pet bird I have ever met. And I found out the reason why is because most of the ones I've met have been like, I don't know, parakeets or whatever.
Okay.
You should not pet a parakeet's underside at all. Or any type of bird that, you know... Any type of bird people traditionally keep in a cage, you should not scratch their chest. Because that is what their mates do.
Oh.
And they will assume if you scratch their chest, you are its mate. And they become extremely violent of anyone, or towards anyone that you are interacting with. Because they think you're supposed to be fucking them, and they think you're gonna fuck the other person. So, I learned that because a friend of mine got attacked by someone's cockatiel. Yes, they own a fucking cockatiel.
We have a cockatiel. He's about 40 years old, which is interesting because their average lifespan is 25.
That's impressive. But yeah, they ended up having to, they didn't get, you know, harm the bird in any way, but they ended up having to basically lock it in a trash can. Because she brought a, or I think, yeah, she brought a boyfriend, or a guy home, and they were starting to get romantic, and it went, I'm a murderous face. Oh, the cockatiels are pretty, and I think it's it might just be that she raised it very, very poorly. Oh god, what the hell was its name? Nani. Its name was Nani. And, yeah, it was just an asshole. And if you were even sitting in the same room as her, it would start screaming. Like, it would not stop screaming, ever. And I wanted to strangle that bird to death. And everyone who met it actually wanted to strangle it to death. She still has it. I mean, it's obviously her baby, and it loves her, and it's tried to kill her daughter about 7 times. Her daughter literally has permanent scars over her eye because of that bird.
Oh.
I'm like, so one of those, you know, you might want to think about getting rid of the bird if it's trying to kill your kid.
You would think, wouldn't you?
I mean, of course you can't do that, because I'm told that if birds can actually, or they can actually die from being separated.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how...
that's possible.
I mean, you know, because they become super attached, from what I've heard. But yes. Scratching a bird's belly